Yeah, so it was in 1992 when I started this prison term. I got 6 years for robbery, and it was pretty much a beer run that went bad. I got into it with the clerk, and we fought. I whooped his ass because I was drunk, Candyman in my system. So I did 6 years. I started on Soledad, and it was a good prison, man. The best prison to do time in them days was Soledad Prison. It was a level 3, and there are some gangsters on there, some crazy people on that pit. I seen 2 dudes die with a barbell on their head. That's the first thing I seen when I went there. The first week I was there, I seen this, and I knew I was in trouble. I knew I was in a prison, and I just settled in. You know, I talked to my cellie, and he kind of comforted me a little bit. I was 18 years old back then, and he just let me know, look, man, just mind your own business. Do what you got to do. Go to yard every day when you have to go, and everything will be all right. So I said, okay, man. So I did it. I went to yard every day, and I see some shit every day, and it was crazy. Seen handball games with 2 guys just start shanking each other, just stabbing each other over a handball game. I've seen this, and I've seen it done numerous times. When I started off in Soledad, I did a year and a half there, and then they sent me. I went to the hole from there. I ended up getting in a fight with somebody, and back then I was boxing, so they had a lot of boxing tournaments, and I beat this guy's ass pretty bad. And yeah, he went to the hole. I went to ADSEG, which is like the hole within. It's like a prison within a prison, you know. And I did a shoe term, Corcoran, and we did call the dog kettles. It's like a little square little box where you go out and you do your little routine. And I've seen people get stabbed to and from the guard box just on their way. People with handcuffs, they're handcuffed and stabbing people. And this is like, takes some skill to do that. You know, I don't know how you would even think about stabbing somebody with your hands cuffed. Anyway, that was something I seen a lot of. And when I opened up Fentanyl Prison after Soledad, this prison was a brand new prison. And this was in 1994. It's hot as hell, man. You couldn't even work out without bringing a gallon of water to dry them, to cool them barbells off. And new prisons, when they come, everybody wants to get their little sections. They have the little tables over here for the Southerners, table over here for the Northerners, table for the blacks, table for the whites. Everybody wants to get the best tables. So in the beginning of a new prison, there's a lot of fighting, a lot of tension. And guess what happened? The first fight was me, of course. I'm walking the yard, a Northerner was walking this way, and I already knew who he was. You could just tell he didn't want to be there. He's like, oh, he's looking for a victim. And here I'm by myself, and we fought, and they shot at me. The bullet hit the tip of my toe, went through my shoe, hit the tip of my toe, and he shot again. The gunner shot again, because back when there's a new prison, they don't give warning shots. They're trying to hit you. They're trying to get you down. And first time I've ever been shot at, and it sounded like a firecracker. It didn't even sound like a gun. That was pretty, man, the adrenaline was rushing on that. So I ended up doing another shoe on that one. After I got out of the shoe, I went to Corcoran, old Corcoran, level 4. Level 4s are different, whole different cha-cha, man. It's different from a level 3 and a 2, way different, because this is top level. This is where everything is just be quiet, shut up, shut your mouth, and don't say nothing. And that's what I did. I did my time the way I'm supposed to do it. And it taught me a lot of structure. It taught me a lot of patience. I did a lot of cell time, 24 hours a day in that thing. And it taught me how to just work out and get comfortable with what I'm doing. And I ended up doing 9 years on that 6-year term, because I got into it with my cellie. My cellie owed me money for some drugs. I was getting drugs in there. And it was pretty easy back then. I had a fat girl visiting me, so it's not that hard. And he ended up owing me money. And I told him, look, man, you owe me this much money. I'm just going to poke you in the leg one time, stab you in the leg one time, and then we're done. I'll even get you high after. He's all right, that's cool. So I did it. He got mad. He didn't like that. And we ended up fighting, so I had to stab him more than once. He told on me. I got 7 years for that. Ended up doing 3 off that. So I got lucky. The guy, even after he's telling on me, I didn't get life term. I should have got a life term. That was 2-striker. But that's how it is in prison, man. It's a place that I would not put on my worst enemy. Don't go there. If anybody's listening to me about, doing the wrong thing, I would say stay away from prison, man, because especially nowadays, it's garbage in there. Nothing but PCs that are waiting to tell on you for no little reason.
How many years did you do total?
I did 9 years total. 15 after the nine, I did 15. And it was something that I did. I got out and did another 4 years. So I really didn't even stay out too long. I stayed out like a month.
You grew up where?
I grew up in Silmar, California. That's in the San Fernando Valley, the end, like the northern part, San Fernando Valley. And
Tell me about your family.
excuse me,
Tell me about your family.
man, my uncles are all from a gang. My mom's side of the family, they're all from gangs. Even my aunts, two of my aunts are. Got 11 uncles and aunts from my mom's side, and 7 from my dad's side. And I'm the oldest nephew, so I grew up pretty much as a brother to them. And I've seen a lot of stuff. They're good people, you know. And a lot of suicide in my family though, on my mom's side. A lot of stuff I've seen, man, make your heart drop. My dad's side is real cool people. They're German Mexican mix, and they're more into. My dad was into camping. You know, we went camping all the time. He had a old Land Cruiser, Jeep Land Cruiser. Grew up in that thing, man, and that's how I learned how to drive was from that truck. And my dad just passed away like a couple weeks ago. So I miss that man. You know, that was my idol right there. And yeah, I grew up in Silmar. It was a nice place to grow up. Went to Silmar High School. Didn't graduate, but I should have.
What were the suicides in your mom's side of the family from?
Just depression, I guess. You know, a lot of depression, a lot of drugs, bro. I think it has to do with the drugs. That's what I think. You know, and the depression and the drugs don't mix. You know, it's just something that doesn't mix. And it's
Drugs have been a part of your life?
Oh yeah, since I was 9, maybe even younger. And I remember sitting on that couch with my pops, my brother and sister right there. We're watching Twilight Zone or something like we always do every day after work. My dad comes home. Dad comes home and he likes his Rose's joint, gets his beer. I get him a beer, and then this time it was weird because we're watching TV and he hit me on the side on my shoulder, and he passed the joint to me. I'm like, oh shit. And my sister's like, oh, she's like, oh my God, he's giving Tommy some weed. My sister said, and I got it and I smoked it. I got so high, bro. It was uncomfortable high. I couldn't even sit there. It so uncomfortable. But that was the first time I got high with my dad, you know? And yeah, it felt good though, because now I can get high in my house every day. It's just the way it was in my house. Now, that's really early to start doing drugs.
That lead to other harder drugs?
Oh yeah, it did. Eventually, about I don't know, junior high, I was already into acid and a little bit of heroin. I tried heroin when at that age because my uncle was a heroin addict, and I would see his stuff just everywhere. His little cottons, his little syringes right here, and I would see it, and I would check it out, and I'd taste it, and you know it's kind of nasty, but I did some. I snorted it. My uncle Danny, he's a little 6 months older than me, and we're like brothers. And he said, yeah, I used to see him snort it. He put it in his nose. I said, all right, let's do it. And I just threw up all day, and I liked it. I did. It's fucking stupid, but I did. I liked it, and I'm still doing it to this day. I'm doing it right now. I'm strung out right now, and I graduated.
So it's fentanyl now.
Fentanyl now. Everybody and their mama's doing fentanyl. Ridiculous, bro.
Can you even find heroin?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think you can. It's a trip. As a matter of fact, it's crazy that you asked that because 2 or 3 days ago, somebody was trying to get something. They couldn't find it. I said, bro, just do it. Just fentanyl. It's better. And you're not going to spend as much money. You know what I mean? So that's what happened, man. And it's here. And I think it's here to stay because a lot of people are making a lot of money. And they're getting my money every damn day.
Pretty hard to get off of.
People down the street, like, is that what you asked?
No, pretty hard to get off of.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's really hard, bro. It's harder than heroin. I kicked one time on this fentanyl, and dude, it's like methadone, and that's like the worst kick ever. It's like your whole body just shuts down. And I'm the one when I kick, I don't shit on myself. I don't none of that. But I did this time. The fentanyl is no joke. I was 3 days in Tarzana Treatment Center. 2.5 days I was in the shower, just laid out. Could not move. The nurses couldn't even get me out of there. It's bad, man. And I'm already 50 years old, so I dread the day that I gotta go kick this stuff. You know, and it's gonna come soon. I want to get off it like tomorrow. You know, that's what I say, but it's hard as fuck to get off
Where
it.
are you staying now?
I'm staying in Pasadena. Got a little apartment out there, a little Section 8. You know what I mean? They hooked me up with a little $100 a day, little rooms.
So you're down here today just to score and get
Yeah,
out?
I come here every day. It's like my second home. You know, I was homeless down here for.
You can't find fentanyl up in Pasadena?
You could, but actually, right now, this is the best place to get it. It's good out here. The quality's good and the quantity's good. So, you know, money's better out here. It's worth it more out here to get it. Actually, I get it for people that they're waiting for me now to come back, give them some, you know. So they're scared to come down here, so I come down here. And yeah, there's something in Pasadena, but it's not like it is here. It's stepped on over there.
Do you have kids?
I have a daughter, Trinity. She's 15, and she sees this video. You know, that's my baby, man, and I miss that kid a lot. She's my little twin, but she's a girl. Good kid, really smart, and
Who's raising her?
her mom in Arizona, Prescott, Arizona. Yeah, nice little town, man. I'm glad she's out there. I'd rather have her out there than here in LA. Yeah, I'm comfortable with her where she's at. Yeah, she wants to move out here, but no, I don't want her out here. She got good friends, you know what I mean? Good people around her, so I think she's better off there.
What do you think led your life down this path? Something from your childhood?
Yeah, seeing all the deaths in two of my aunts, my mom, my brother died in my arms. I have an uncle that got shot, pretty much in my arms too. He was with the hole in his body on the floor and just telling me I don't want to die. You know, I seen that. And this was in 1989. My brother Richard died in 92. That's when I first did my term. And right after he died, I went to prison. And, you know, so I seen my uncle die. And that right there was something that changed my life. Even more than my mom, because my uncle was like my brother. We were real close, real close. We were like Tommy and Danny. We were always together. And yeah, I miss him, man. I've seen a lot of stuff, a lot of funerals over some suicide, and it's not the way you go to. It's not how you go to a funeral. It doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? The death doesn't feel right. It's weird. I don't know how to explain that, but a funeral is supposed to be mournful, like you're there to give respect to this person, but when they commit suicide, it's different. It's different. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like nobody wants to be there for that person. I don't know. That's how I see it, but that's how I feel, I guess. Maybe somebody else feels that way, same way I feel, because I've been to 5 of them, so I can tell you it feels like that every time.
Suicide funerals?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. All my mom's side of the family too. That's what's a trip, because my mom's side they're all not troublemakers, but the gangsters are there. You know, it's the fun family. That's what I would say. I'd rather be there than with my dad's side. I was always with them, and yeah, I seen a lot of stuff growing up.
So with the fun comes trouble.
Exactly. Yeah, you got it. A lot of fun, a lot of trouble. Yeah. But you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. To tell you the truth. I wish my family was here, the ones that killed themselves, but I do miss them. But man, they taught me a lot. Even though I'm still out here doing my thing, I think I would be in prison for life, you know? But my dad, he taught me some good morals, standards in my life, to be respectful to people, especially my elderly people, just anybody I meet that's elderly.
Well, tell me, what would you say was the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
I think the most important lesson would be mind my own business and have respect for people, and respect people like you would want them to respect you. You know, I think that's key to living a good life. You know what I mean? And it's worked for me. You know, and I try to thank people for giving me stuff, and try to return the favor if I can. You know what I mean? Right now, there's somebody calling me. My pocket's vibrating right now because he needs a favor. You know, so I'm like, man, you know, I'll help them out. I'll help them out if I can. So it feels good to help people out. I like it. I like helping people. I'd rather help somebody out than keep it for myself. Feels better.
All right, Tommy, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Man, thank you. I appreciate you, man. Yes,
Good
sir.
luck.
Thanks.